the Hall of Fame. Big boxeo.
Y'all must have forgot.
Y'all must have forgot.
In the booties.
Attention.
Yeah.
Friends came in at 1.
This is a mega.
It's a weekly wrap-up.
It's paydays.
Judge on the panel.
Very competitive.
Jan!
T-minus 30 seconds. T-minus 20 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Fight.
Yo, how you going? It's Lady Shan, rep nonetheless, and welcome to the weekly wrap up. The weekly wrap up. I want to spin my way. Microphone. Hang on. Look at it. Trying to. There's a lot of hate that's going around, so I think you got a few detractors. That okay. Come on now. Okay. Let me just do this. It's you. It's Old Wire. You want to be a part of... Okay, come on, let's go. Let's go, people. Technicalities, live show and all of that jazz. Anyway, we are in the booties. Ding, 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 ding. Where up, go? Kaboom. Oh, my God, we are here. We made it. We finally made it. So, guys, this show is heavily needed. As we saw the weekend's events, sorry about yesterday, I had a room that was falling to pieces by some rogue workmen that, will be seeing me in small claims court. But it's all good. So it happened just like an hour before I was supposed to go on. I was just like, listen, can't do it, won't do it, shan't do it. So don't use clutter, be gone. They are charlatans, I tell these charlatans. So anyway, I'm gone. How you going? No, I'm only joking. Let me do this banner before I get everybody on. What did I have? Okay, so we can just edit this one and then I can do the members only roll call afterwards. So much stuff on this desk. More space I clear, the more I then fill it up. So Anthony Joshua destroys. I just shouts out to those that are commenting on my latest report on Anthony Joshua being the most hated heavyweight in recent era that I can literally see, like for literally no reason. It's quite sad, actually. So let's put this on. Hope you guys have had a good day. Anthony Joshua destroys. That live was mad long, but I had a good time. I just become an annoying little guest today, but I mean, it was a fight party nonetheless. Destroys and retires. Francis Ngannou, Francis Ngannou, Francis Ngannou, destroys and retires Francis Ngannou. Yes, that's what it might be looking like. Okie dokes. There we go. Save. Oh God, listen. No, just leave me alone right now. Laptop trying to get involved. Okay, there we go. And then we've got it. Kaboom. There we go. So let me do the members only roll call. Let's go. Okay, so we get the members all up. Okie dokie. Let's pull that volume down a bit. So we have Zara K. Andre Noble, Independent. Derek Lincoln, Independent. Daniel Agnew, Independent. Cooking with Sir Senior, Independent. Expect the Unexpected, Independent. Donovax DP, Independent. Gerard, Independent. Team Fatty, love you Fatty, Independent. Thomas Doon, Independent. The Black Caller, Independent. MT, Independent. Dinero Sparta, Independent. Mr. Pads, Independent. Leon Figures, Independent. Don't touch your bum, Independent. Modern King Boxing, Independent. Dan 1983, Independent. Dub Right Side, Independent. Stephen T, Independent. My sister, the Queen, Lisa Bales, Independent. Nez the Bedford, what up, Nez? Independent. What up, blood? What up, gangster? Retro boxing and documentaries, Independent. Con Shortery, Independent. Ricky Ricardo, mi hermano, Independent. Harlem's Finest, Art to the Left, Independent. D-Star Boxing, mi hermano también, Independent. AJ all day, Independent. And it was nice to see you in the comments, Charlo, Independent. King TJ, R.I.P. Independent. Upload type el primero en el edificio. Ya te sabes. And last but not least, Wales' finest, Cardiff's own Dr. P. Independent. Okie doke, so I'm introducing, introducing, it's AJ all day, Alex, and introducing the fight fan figure. Introducing. Ding, 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 ding. What up, Dal? Kaboom. What's up, lads?
Hey.
Been a minute, you been good?
What's happening? Yeah, I'm here. Oh, is it only me on camera? God damn, I miss Kenny because it's at least there's two of us. We usually have two on cam and one, all the rest are not. But this is you lads. I know AJ's is fine. AJ's never on cam. Lee, why aren't you on cam?
I got early start in the morning, so I have to.
Yeah.
I'm not camera ready.
You might fall asleep. We'll hear some snores. We'll hear snoring down there, won't we, Lee?
Yeah. Shout out to Kenny. We need people to call pork
Never
chops. We need the pork chops.
Yeah, you have. I'll say that. Yeah, you have, Lee. You snored on it.
I've snored in my life.
You snored in it the other day.
I don't snore. People keep telling me I snore. It's lies. Well, I don't know anyway. I'm asleep.
Do you remember? I know. And AJ was like, what was that? We was like, we was like, we had to put you to the back just in case, Lee. Yeah, but it's all good. Okay, what are you saying, AJ all day?
Shout out to Ken. We need his pork chop comment.
Yeah, Ken will be back with us next. I think it's next week because he did say he's off 3 weeks. So I think back next week. Imagine it was this week and I got it wrong. No, I think it's next week. Yeah, it's next week. Yeah. Okie dokie. So, all right. So we shall get it like this, I guess. And let's see who is in. What up to the chat, gang. What up, Zara? You back in the fiddly fold? That is where you belong.
Me bar rat-a-tat-a-tat-a, brain splatter, what's the matter? Just start up, don't time, the body try scatter, big pattering up all over your body, now you bruise and batter, tap, shatter. You never should have Allah.
You never should have Allah. If you'd like to join and become a member of the Shanaholics, please go on the front of my page and hit the join button. Or you can gift some memberships as well, and just go into your settings on YouTube. And I think you put on the option able to gift memberships, so you can gift some people that aren't members to the channel. So it's all good in the hood. Thank you, Sarah. Zara. She is I and her. Oh. Anyway, so, oh God, we've got stuff to talk about real quick.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, I'm going to put the link in the jiggly chat anyway. Guys, you're okay to join on the panel. It's an open panel. Yeah, so, it's an open panel. Those that would like to join can join. Okie dokes. So let's just see who is on. Okay, so we got Zara. Welcome, Zara. Yeah, that's right. I did say, welcome, Zara. Welcome, Zara. You're back in the fold. No, bro, you keeps doing this to me. I never left. I'm just using new profile day to day. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, because I see you on here. It says that you're always a member, but then it never gives you a star when you leave a comment. I don't know what it's doing. Yeah, YouTube. Hey, sister Queen Lisa Bales. Bang bang, chat gang. That's right. And we got all the way live. That is right. Ross Clark, Wagwan, Von, Fury's face. Yeah. Let's get into it, shall we? Because it's up and his motherfucking stuff. I'm introducing, introducing, introducing. I want to sneeze, but I'll hold it. It's KOK, King of King Boxing. Ding, 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 ding. What up, though? Kaboom. KOK, you made it.
Thank you. Yeah, how you doing, Lady Shan?
I'm good. How you doing, Eduardo?
Doing good. What's up, AJ? What's up, pal?
What up, KOK?
Leon.
What's good?
Leon, what's going on, my brother?
Fight fam.
Good, Leon, man. What's good with you?
Another much, man. This another fight weekend. You feel me?
Oh God, it's up and it's stuck. We gotta get under this. I just have to let you guys know where we are. We at the weekly wrap up. Shiggity where? Shiggity show. My mic's close to me now. She was far away. The individuals were feeling neglected. So now, I'm making up for the lack of them, So, okie dokie. So at the weekend, we saw a mad long fight card that had me doing like one of those, what's them old school lives that I used to do, like 7 hours, 8 hours, 9 hours, 10 hours. Those that know. Those that don't know, you won't probably get to ever know that again. Well, you never know. Just depends on what's going on. And we saw a very good fight card, but it just dragged on too long. That's what it was. It dragged on mad long. And we saw, the resurgence of Glovegate is entered the Buddhism. Oh God!
Say what?
You have to be kidding me. You have to be kidding me.
Yeah, well, they're saying Glovegate was real now because Joshua knocked out Ngannou and Tyson Fury knocked out Wilder, but he couldn't knock out Ngannou, so he had to have had the egg weight in his gloves to have been able to do that. Oh, no, I thought we got rid of that shit. God.
I
Come
mean,
to do what
Chan,
I do best, you know. That's a site to get the fans what they want to see, you know. At the end of the day, no one wants to see a 12-round fight. It's a whole bunch of heavyweights up here, and we're the hard hitters. And at the end of the day, people have things to do.
Yeah, I know. I thought got rid of it, but I thought they're nearly out. They're nearly out. That extreme fan base is nearly out. They're clutching at straws at this point. But yeah, this is where it just goes a bit too crazy. Like, yeah.
I mean,
Is it
Chan,
just
as
going
much
to be
as
the
we
gift?
as much as
Sorry,
we
AJ.
can't stand, no, you good, Leon. As much as we can't stand Tyson Fury, we all know he didn't cheat. I mean,
Yeah.
like there's several ways to debunk that argument or that so-called theory. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, I mean, I just don't. I don't get it. I just don't understand.
Just let it go. Just let it go. It's years ago
Why
now.
the fucking loss? Get over it. You know what I mean? He got knocked out to stop
Years
2
ago.
times.
Yeah, I just don't even understand it. But hey ho.
So what? Did Joseph Parker load his gloves too? Are we going there now? Like what?
Joseph Parker never dropped him or
Yeah.
remember.
No,
Joseph
but still,
Parker.
I mean, but still, some of them will say that because
Yeah,
Wilder lost overall. You know what I mean? It's like that's
I've had.
how. I mean, that's
As
just
you
as ridiculous as me saying that Joseph Parker loaded his gloves when he didn't even get stopped. Like they'll go to that. They'll go to those lengths. They really will.
my phone got bombarded by my friends that are. I've got friends that are wild, like extreme Wilder fans, like from the UK, and they're just like, "Look, it was a phantom punch. It was the." I'm like, oh God, leave me alone. As you see, I posted that. I used one of them in my report earlier today. It was like,
Well, Chan, could you deliver a message for me to your Wilder associates?
you
It's
can do
very
it
simple.
right.
2 words. It's over.
I know, we
All right.
know.
It's over. It's done. Time to move on. It's over.
Let's just go with the sport of boxing now. Jeez, you're done. Anyway, yeah, so I've had a bit of a stressful day with all of these conspiracy theories coming back and rehashed, and God, poor old Shani. But God gives his hardest battles to those that can, take it. And if I have to do one more rollout and just obliterate, it's easy. It's light work, for me, it's light work. So we're talking about the card now. Who wants to start and what part of the card do y'all want to start from first and foremost? And we work our way up to obviously main event.
Should we
I
start with
will.
Nick Ball, Vargas?
Yeah, shall we? Do you want to go with Ball, Vargas? Is that yeah?
Yeah, we can start with that.
Okie dokie. So, Leon, go ahead. You go first and let us know what you feel with that controversial split draw.
Yeah, it was a difficult one. It was very sloppy fight. So I understand. I personally think Ball nicked it, and he should be the new belt holder, the WBC. But I can see why his sloppy work may not have gained favour with some of the judges.
Mm-hmm.
But with 2 knockdowns, 2 legitimate knockdowns, it's a bit difficult to not get the victory with that. I mean, he did dominate in the second half of the fight,
Right.
so it was a difficult one to watch.
You was moaning a lot, going, Ball is fighting very day, which he was.
Yeah, it was a bit too much for me.
I need to watch it. I thought we was going to put that on the rewatch. Is that a rewatch and point score?
Already did. It's on it.
Cool, yeah. Yeah.
What did you think of it, AJ? Did you think it was the dirty boxing was a bit excessive, or?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, Ball's a dirty bastard. He really is. He's a dirty little bastard. I mean, but I will say that Ray was controlling. Oh, yeah. I'm about to Leon. Were you done, or did you want to continue?
Say that again.
Were you done, or did you want to continue, or is it my
No,
turn?
no. Go ahead.
Okay, for sure. Just want to make sure. All right. I mean, Ray Vargas was controlling the first fight for the first 5 to 6 rounds. I mean, using his jab, his movement to great effect. Measuring the distance. Putting his hand at range, just wouldn't letting Ball get close, and was really kind of making him look silly. It's just that I think that the overall pace of the fight, then the dirtiness of Ball really started to take effect in the latter half. Plus, you counted 2 knockdowns. You could argue that Ball could have edged it, but it's a fight that I really would like to watch again and rescore. Because yeah, I mean, I'm just because I'm curious to see who, just to score and see who the deciding winner is. But but either way, they're very scrappy, rough fight. Judging the fact that Ball, I guess he's a little bit stronger than we realized, but coupled with the fact that he was using a lot of dirty tactics that Ray Vargas wasn't really prepared for. Plus, the knockdowns were discouraging. Maybe he just kind of, I don't know, maybe lost hope. Maybe at the end, and he kind of faded. But yeah, I'm just which is funny because Dick Ball, I really haven't seen too many of his fights, but I don't recall him being that dirty in others. He's a big puncher and he's like a little rough on the edges. But yeah, dirty affair, and I really would like to rewatch it to rescore it. So I can't. I'm not going to entirely disagree with you, Leon, and you saying like Ball nicked it. He probably did, but it wasn't the most pleasing fight to watch because just the dirty tactics. I mean, literally picked up Rank, threw him to the fucking ground. I mean, come on now, man. I don't know how to ref it. I don't know how to ref didn't take points away for that. I think he did it 2 times.
Yeah, and it is a bit difficult to score a fight while you're calling it as well. It is a bit difficult. So
it is.
Yeah, I would definitely like to be in on the rewatch and point score again.
Of course, yeah, of course. So sorry if AJ said it because I was typing. AJ, who did you have really winning, or do you want to hold that until?
On the eye test, I think Ball might have done enough, but I'm not too sure. I mean, but I'm gonna go with Leon's choice. I think Ball might have edged it, but we got to watch that again because I really want to rescore it.
Yeah. I was watching it. It's now but I wasn't fully focused on it. But I did see a lot of dirty tactics from Ball. So
I don't think Vargas will want any part of that rematch, though.
No,
unless Saudi's going to throw a load of money his way, I think he'll take off.
There's not going to be a rematch of that, will there?
Well, if
I think there's talks of I think there's talks of him fighting Ford instead, Raymond Ford.
Oh, okay.
I'd go for that. I wouldn't mind that fight.
Who did we just see Ford fight?
Kolmatov.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
everybody was saying that was a hell of a fight. I still didn't catch it. That was like a fight of the year.
It was.
Candidate.
I watched it. I didn't have it as fight as the year, but maybe I don't know. Maybe it was a good fight though, but I didn't have it as fight of the year contender. Not yet.
Yeah.
If not for me, but a lot of people did. A lot of people.
I mean, Channel was noticeable because Ford was down on like 2 of the scorecards, and he rallied to get the stoppage in like 7 seconds before the fight ended.
That. Yeah. So in that context, like this guy, he was behind on the cards, and then just went tooth and nail, and his tank is what helped him. He's in good condition. He's in good conditioning, and man, that shouts out to Raymond Ford again. Ray Ford.
I mean, it's funny. Like he seems to have joined this trend where like guys who don't have high KO percentages, who are just like known for their boxing, they're stopping these heavy-handed punchers.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah. It was a great fight. Yeah, he stopped him. Yeah, that was it. Yeah. Thank you. It didn't go the distance. Yeah, it was a stoppage, man.
Like literally like 7 seconds before the fight ended in the last round. I think.
Yeah. I guess you can put it. That's why you can put it.
Because Shaki Foster, he did the same thing last year to Rocky Hernandez as well.
Like a couple of seconds before.
Yeah, a few seconds before the fight ended.
Yeah.
And because remember last year, Shaki Foster did the same thing to Rocky Hernandez before in 12.
Yeah.
He was down on 2 of the scorecards too.
10 seconds left or something.
If you're going to win a world title, that's the way to win it, isn't it?
Absolutely.
People had it fight of the year with all of that in it, but so I wasn't mad at it.
Yeah, we still early in the year though, but. Raymond Ford, that definitely put, he's one of my young guys on, that's on my radar because the heart that he took to get through that, and he just broke homeboy's will and stopped him. Shit, it was crazy. It was
wasn't there cuts and bleeding and everything, wasn't there?
Yeah, but he just wouldn't stop. That's the essence of boxing. Like a dude this willing to, it's a fight. Like he's not going to give up. And in the end, he paid off for him. So
yeah, he's resilient, man. That little dude was resilient. But shouts out to him. Yeah, so it's all good. So okie doke. So that was we just quickly wrapped up that Nick Ball one. Next on the card was.
We also had Kurbanov versus Madrimov. You want to talk about that?
That was fun. I enjoyed that one.
Yeah, I did see that. I did see that, didn't I? I was on
that was before Ball Forward, I believe. Yeah. So.
Go ahead, tell me, because it's all a blur. It was all a dream.
Good fight. I was actually
a little bit.
No, go ahead, Leon. Go ahead. You first. You first. Go ahead.
So yeah, I thought the stoppage was a little bit early.
Oh yeah, it's a bit of a premature stoppage on that one, wasn't it? And it was that that guy. It was was it Andy Gray? The referee,
Steve Gray. It was him.
Steve Gray, my bad. Yeah, we called that to happen, didn't you? And you was like,
we sure did.
Yeah, this guy does stop things early, and then true to form, he did. But go ahead, Leon.
Yeah, no, it was a fun fight. Yeah, I just think we got robbed as fans of a bit more boxing there, either a more definitive knockdown and knockout.
Yeah.
Or we could have seen Kurbanov continue because I was enjoying it. I mean,
he didn't actually reply to a lot of those punches when he was getting. He didn't reply to none, so I could kind of see it at the time. I was like, it's premature, but he didn't reply to any of those punches, and there was a lot of punches coming his way once he was backed up on the, and he didn't answer any of them. So some refs are going to let you, fall back and take a bit more punishment.
But wasn't he defending himself though? Because isn't it? I understand because sometimes.
Not if I remember. No.
Okay.
Not if I remember.
I think maybe a couple punches have got through, but yeah.
Nah, yeah.
I think so.
Not that I remember, and I think it was said to me like, but he's not done anything back, and I was like, yeah, I get it, but it's to be expected by that's what we're saying, Steve Gray. So that if you've got Steve Gray as a ref,
expect an early night. Expect the night to end early.
Yeah, if you get caught but with a flurry, make sure you look like you're active within that flurry because Steve Gray will take you the fuck out and wave you off. So yeah, I don't know what happened to Leon. Maybe some technical difficulties. Maybe got a phone call. It just depends. But yeah, go ahead, AJ. That was about it on that one, wasn't it?
Yep. I went with Madrimov to win automatically when the fight was announced. Kurbanov's decent, but nothing really just stuck out at me with him. It's argued that he lost several fights before to Mikhail Soro and Liam Smith when they went out to Russia to fight him. So I guess what the Saudis were paying actually was enough to make him leave Russia. Because if these fights were in Russia, we could have probably guessed that they'd went and they'd have gone the distance. So
yeah,
I'm glad. I'm glad Madrimov got in there and did his thing and got the win by stoppage. Left that out of the judge's hands. Even though I think he was still winning the fight anyway, regardless. But I did go with Madrimov to win. And he's officially and it was a good scrap. It was the good performance. Well, the new WBA champ at 154.
154 champ.
Yep. That's for the Bacon belt. It's 10th fight. It's 10th fight too. So
10 fights, man. Fast tracked. Obviously, he had to have an extensive amateur background, but 10th fight and you're a champ. So yeah, they're not fighting. It was Uzbekistan versus another Stan, wasn't it?
I think Madrimov's Kurbanov is Russian. Yeah.
Yeah, Russian. Yeah. Which one was the Battle of the Stans? Yeah. Kurbanov is Russian, and that's why there's like when he every time he's had his fights in Russia, he gets a fair or unfair advantage, and then the minute he kind of steps outside of Russia, he loses his belt, leaves the building. Yeah, his belt goes, mate. But such is life. It's boxing.
Did Eddie Hearn mention possibly Terence Crawford fighting Madrimov?
I think so. I think I heard that.
I wouldn't mind that at all.
I think I heard that today, but I don't know if is that a money fight.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think there's a lot of people probably don't even know who Madrimov is except for hardcore.
Yeah, So the card calls were just if Terrence wants to challenge himself and 154, make a
Just
statement.
climb his way up, isn't it? Get a belt on
Yeah,
the way up. And Eddie Hearn would love to work with him. He just says he hasn't got the fights for him.
yeah.
But now
Eddie
he's got a
Hearn did say that,
154 champ.
Yep.
You know, he's got somebody he can put him in there with. So, and I think when we say is it a money fight, I think all the fighters get paid well in the Saudi cards.
Yeah.
So whether there's money to be made by the boxers, whether it can generate money is different. But the Saudis will pay them.
I'm not sure if that was that Eddie Hearn was saying that would be in Saudi. He said he'd like to do. I know he said he'd like to do Crawford if Crawford does Eubanks, but he doesn't believe that fight happens. But he would like to do it in the UK. So I wasn't sure if that was a Saudi fight for that one. Maybe. But Eddie definitely wanted to. He said, "I'd like to bring Crawford to the UK, if that's the case." But he doesn't feel that the Eubank fight would happen.
Me neither.
That's another story, whatever. Yeah. Okay. So, okay. I don't think you saw that one. That was even before the Nick Ball. So, yeah. So we keep.
I caught it, but yeah, that enough said. It's pretty straightforward.
Yeah, it's easy. Moving along on to who was the next fight?
Zhang Parker, co-main.
Oh God, yeah.
In the building. In the building.
So we have Zhang versus Parker. God, that took so many hours. They had 30 minutes between each fight. I mean,
that was so frustrating.
I was on live for 7 hours and 40 minutes.
Round 1, fight.
So let's go. Let's talk about it. Let's test your might, and we're going to test your skills.
Test your might. Test your luck.
Maybe your luck. Go ahead.
Yeah, a good 2 hours of that wasn't needed. It was just filling. It was just unnecessary.
Yeah. Saudis is like, let's make an event within an event within an event. It's like maximum events. Oh God. Go ahead, Lee.
Yeah, I think that was I did enjoy it. I think I predicted Joseph Parker late stoppage, but because I thought Zhang would tire and Joseph would do enough to avoid the power punches. That I got the result right, but not the way. And Joseph wasn't able to avoid his power punches when he did land clean. He dropped him. He dropped him twice. He dropped him quite late on as well. Was it the 3rd and the 8th round?
Third
than the eighth round.
Yeah, but Zhang just wasn't doing enough. So because it's very, like I said with Nick Ball, it's very difficult to drop somebody twice and not come away with a victory. So Parker just was more lively, and he was putting in more work. And Zhang he was being too tentative. He was searching to land the backhand, but he just wasn't doing enough. So for me, it was the right decision. But we've got a rematch, and I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, a rematch on there, isn't it?
Because Parker is definitely walking a tightrope in that one. I mean, getting dropped in the 8th by an aging fighter, that late on in the fight, he's walking a tightrope, and he'll have to walk it again if he wants to keep that, because you're looking to get elevated if those belts if that belt becomes free.
Yeah, listen, I thought it right. So we went in onto this live. So the whole time I'd picked Zhang. I was like, Zhang's gonna stop Parker. He's gonna stop Parker. And then I was like, then we got on the live, and I was like, in order for Zhang to win this fight, he has to do it in the first 5 rounds or whatever. It was a 10-rounder, right? First 12 rounder, first 6 rounds.
Round. Yeah.
First 6 rounds. And And if it goes the distance, you know, it's going to be Parker. And then we was like, flip a coin. I was like, I'll stand on where I stand. So I still went with Zhang. And then when I saw, and I thought this is going to be a tough one for Joseph Parker, because Zhang's just going to start walking through Joseph Parker's shots, because Joseph Parker, as we know, he's not a hard hitting heavyweight. I mean, you know, all of the heavyweights can hit because you're a heavyweight, but I mean, he's not like he's not the hitter quitter, is he? So, I was like, Zhang's not going to respect him and just start walking him down. And he's quite deceptive in how he closes the gap and closes the distance, and, like, you know, tries to collapse a bit of the pocket. He goes from long, and then by the time you look, he's at mid, and then by the time you look, you're like, oh, okay, you're right here. You're getting trotted on, basically. And he did do that. And but to be honest, I didn't see a lot of the fight because I had guests and they was getting on my nerves, and, you know, I had to do this and do that and do this. So yeah, so bits of it. Every time I looked back at the fight, I saw Parker was on his ass. I was like, oh God. And then I looked, and then he was on his ass again. Then he looked like he was getting pieced up. And then it looked like that maybe Zhang wasn't doing enough. And it was just like, we all know Zhang's gas tank isn't the greatest, but I just thought, you know, when we did discuss that, the last time we saw a really bad gas tank was because he was sick when he fought Jerry Forrest, and they got that draw where, you know, they was knocking each other down like ping-pong balls. Like, it was crazy. And it's crazy to see someone score 2 knockdowns and don't get the victory. You have to be really not doing anything then.
It was a combination of low activity and under Andy Lee, Joseph Parker, he really is able to stick to a game plan and avoid those danger punches. So it was a combination of Parker being elusive and Zhang not having enough activity. I think he was trying to conserve his energy. I think he knows full well, you know, he's got 5 or 6 good rounds in him. So he spreads that over the 12. And then he relies on durability, and he thinks if he, you know, either he can do enough damage to knock them out, or slow them down, or just do enough and in the early rounds and just survive in the late rounds, and, you know, hopefully get a knockdown or 2 and survive. But this time it just never went his way. I mean,
he got 2 things. Zhang made 2 bad miscalculations in this fight that are easily correctable in the rematch. One, he wasn't busy enough, which was evident. He kind of fell in love and watched his work when he dropped him a couple times. And because the thing about to lose a fight where you drop somebody twice, that means you had to lose 8 rounds. So so you basically only won 4 rounds in the fight. You know, as it came out on a scorecard. Another thing is, I think he came in too big. It's like, I know he ain't the fastest guy, but he was like 290 or something.
Nearly 300. He was like 290.
Yeah, he was huge.
Yeah.
He came in too heavy, like in a state where he didn't realize that I think if he's down 10 pounds, he can throw at least a few more combinations. He just wasn't busy enough, and I've seen him busier in the past, even with the tank. But he come in heavy. Joseph Parker is he's gonna just move all around you, and you're gonna catch him a couple times, and he's gonna cruise to a victory, and that's basically what happened. So if Zhang comes back in the next fight, he got to come into some better shape as an agent fighter, and he has to be busier, and that's pretty much all that it's gonna take. But it's like I think he was catching him with them shots, and he was just like, oh, okay. And it's like, bro, no, you got to do more work, because literally, if you think about it, he gets one more knockdown, he wins the fight. So it's just like, you got to get a little busier. That's all.
Yeah.
Do you think his next tactic will be go all out, try and knock him out in 6, either knock him out in 6 or
you're gonna have to? The same thing's gonna happen. I mean,
has to.
It's a winnable rematch for both of them, because I always do. Is it a winnable rematch for the person that that lot? When it was Joe Joyce versus Zhang, I actually thought Joe Joyce could win the rematch. I thought it's a winnable rematch for Joe Joyce. As we saw, it wasn't, but you know, Zhang is a counter puncher. So is Parker. So it's like they both have this fight style to adjust. Like, if it was a pressure fighter, they don't usually adjust. So it's 50-50 yet again. to be honest. It's winnable for either party.
Zhang might come in like he did in the second Joyce fight. Like he wasn't the first fight he was landing, but there was points where he could have been a little busy. In the second fight, he's just like, "Oh, I got you," and he just went for it. So I could kind of see him doing the same thing with Parker. He just got to, I don't know. It looked like kind of some like, I don't know. Is he starting low into one of these mentalities where a guy thinks he gets some knockdowns and he thinks everybody's robbed? Like, bro, you didn't get robbed. You got beat because you just didn't throwing no punches because you came in too big. So literally come in a little better shape and just go for it. Because I did like some of them punches don't even look like when he was hitting Parker. It's like he's catching them on the end of the punches, and it's like actually you could see where he could have hit him more solid, probably stopped him. But Parker got some hell of a beard, so. And he's tough as shit. So I mean, it's hard to it's going to be hard to do that. But I think Zhang, like you said, Zhang can come back in the next fight. It's still 50-50. And like I said, if I see him come on that scale, he's about 270 round there, and he looks like he's about to go to work. He could get him out of there probably in like 5 or 6 rounds.
Right.
And being real, when you're that big, going down from 290 to 270, that is just like a month of eating discipline. You don't even have to really do a load of work for that. He just needs to be disciplined. But do you think he never threw a lot because Parker showed good feet and never gave him the angles for him to? He kept waiting to try and release, because I kept saying he's got the backhand triggered and he wants to release it, but I just don't think Parker stepped into his range for him to do that. Parker was very good at collapsing the pocket, laying off 1 or 2 flurries and then getting out of it again, which is why I think Parker was collecting the rounds, because it just made Zhang look like he wasn't doing much.
Yes. I'm introducing. Introducing. We're talking boxing, and I just come out singing, and everyone's like, introducing. It's Ross to the blood clot. Ding, ding, ding.
What's good?
What's going on, y'all?
Thank you for joining my panel. You've got a bad echo, my brother. Bad echo.
Yeah.
There we go. We are here. Oh my God! Thank you for joining us. Is this the first? No, this is about the third time.
Maybe my third time. Can I say my piece on Zhang and Parker real quick?
Yeah, you can. Oh, hang on. Let Leon finish.
Okay, go ahead.
No, I finished.
Are you finished, Lee? Sure. Go ahead, Ross Clark.
No, I was gonna say, a lot of people was thinking Parker got robbed. Zhang got robbed, but sometimes you gotta like really pay attention to the fight. Zhang, even though he got dropped twice, it's a 12-round fight, and like it's been done before. Like I said in the chat, Kendall Holt dropped Bradley twice in their fight, and he won because Kendall Holt wasn't active enough. Oscar Bonavina in a 10-round fight dropped Joe Frazier twice, and he still won because Frazier was the busier guy. You got to be busy. You can't just rely on 2 knockdowns and think you're going to win. I thought Parker edged that fight, and Zhang is just too slow. I think anybody with speed is going to beat him.
Yeah. I mean, that's Ross Clark comes with the stats, facts, and data, honey. A real boxing head out here, I be on panels or chats with Ross Clark. And we be going at people, don't we, Ross Clark? But
all the time.
But yeah, those are great examples as well. I mean, I can't really talk about the fight. That is one of the fights that I need to absolutely rewatch, because like I said, I had guests and all of that. It was quite active. And I tapped in round 1, round 2, I was called round 3. Then I tapped out. Then it was round 5. And then it was round 8. I was like, so I just thought that, even though Zhang is economical with his punches, that he must have did enough to still get a win with the 2 knockdowns. And when he didn't get it, I was like, okay, this is, Parker's on a comeback. He's doing very well. It makes the Anthony Joshua win look even better, because people at the time when Anthony Joshua beat him and going through after the last couple of years, oh, Parker's a trash champ. He's this. He's not that good. Joseph Parker's resume is quite stellar. Let's have that right. He's got one of the best heavyweight resumes after like him, Dillian White, obviously Anthony Joshua.
Yeah. Question for you, Shan.
Huh?
Question for you.
Say that.
Question for you. Would you like to see AJ Parker too? I think they're two different styles, two different fighters now.
They're two different geezers now, aren't they?
I would like to see that.
Was AJ comfortably outpointed Joseph Parker. One of his I think that was the first fight he went the distance to in
it was.
Yeah, he played a safety fight. He was safety first.
Yeah. And now, I mean, come on. If we have, I mean, I don't want to have to see that again, but if we do have to see that again, they're two very different fighters. But I do think that Joseph Parker's soul again will leave the Buddhism. I think he gets knocked out. I think he would get knocked out.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing. I think Anthony Joshua stops him this time.
Yeah, he gets stopped. In my opinion. Yeah. Parker's got fast hands, great combos. Like I said, good on his feet. Like KOK said, good chin. But I mean, he doesn't have enough power to keep AJ off him. And there's only so much that you could eventually maybe run. I'm not saying just because he's got footwork, he's a runner, but you're going to have to move. And I just think he would get stopped in the end. But if they want to keep Joseph Parker on an upwards trajectory, maybe don't. Hopefully, he doesn't have to face Anthony Joshua a second time, because that would, once he gets stopped by Joshua, or maybe even by anyone of that sort of good ilk, it's going to stop his momentum. So he's doing really well at the minute. So but I'm not really a fan of seeing you fight the next guy again. Like,
I mean, but Shan, I think because when he's talking about upward trajectory, I'm thinking these new Saudi cards are kind of getting rid of that, because now we're starting to see good competitive fights. And we're able to respect people losing in good competitive fights, and they can come again, because Parker didn't look good when he got obliterated by Joe Joyce, and look what we've seen. Put them in again in competitive fights. He had a few tune-ups, but put them in again in competitive fights. They work hard, and they can come again. So I think
but belts are still on the line, and interim titles. Even though the Saudis are doing this, some stuff is still for interim titles. The Saudis are just backing the funds. So if Joseph Parker does get stopped by someone that can swipe his interim status, then he falls down the pecking order. It doesn't matter about what the Saudis put money up by. Joseph Parker's intentions is to be a 2-time heavyweight champ. So if he gets obliterated on the way, coming back after his second or third coming, I mean, how many times can you keep?
Yeah, remember, there's 3 routes, isn't there? Because Hrgovic has one at the moment. Parker has one.
Hrgovic is an undefeated fighter. So
yeah,
it's a bit different. I know what you're saying. If Joseph Parker's just in it, I just want to get money and I don't give a fuck about the belts, then cool. It don't matter I don't care if people lose anyway. But I mean, just in this present climate, I mean, if you want to be a 2-time heavyweight champion, I mean, if Anthony Joshua suffers another loss, I mean, it puts him down the pecking order, and the marquee value does drop. There's only so many times at a certain age that you can keep climbing back.
I think a loss does matter, but I think it matters less when you're in a dangerous fight and you're competitive. If you're taking on big challenges and it's a close competitive fight, I think you can come again.
I mean, you're only going to see Joseph Parker, in my opinion, fight Anthony Joshua. If Joseph Parker gets a belt, Anthony Joshua gets a belt, and then there's a unification match. But other than that, I just don't think Joseph Parker will fight Anthony Joshua without anything. And Anthony Joshua won't need Joseph Parker if he doesn't have much. He's already fought him.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, that's just the way I think. Doesn't mean that's how it is, but that's how I would think. Anyone else want to say anything on that? Chime in on that?
I'd like to see Parker and Philip Hrgovic fight.
Parker and Ergovic. Yeah. I'd like to see. We're going to talk about Ergovic in a minute. Actually, go ahead, AJ. Let AJ chime in on that, and KOK as well. But AJ, go ahead, AJ. I'm going to get back. Let me write down the Ergovic because you know him. Go ahead, AJ.
Jan, do you remember that I flipped the coin before Zhang Parker?
Yeah, you flipped a coin to go with Parker, but you was going with Zhang.
But the coin flip read Parker.
And you said, "Oh, I'll just go with Parker."
No, I mean, well, my mind didn't change though. I should have listened. The coin flip said Parker. I should have changed my mind.
You should have changed your mind to who? Parker.
To Parker, yeah.
No, because I mean, it was still a valid pick
choice.
to
Yeah, it was, yeah.
To pick Zhang. I mean, you know, yeah.
No, but it's all good. I'm not. No, I'm just playing. It's all good though. I'm not tripping.
Yeah.
But I gotta give a lot of credit to Joseph Parker, man. He's just having a career renaissance right now. He really is. I mean, to beat Wilder and Zhang back to back, you know. But unfortunately for Zhilei Zhang, the guy, he's just not. I mean, we all suspected this. We said if the fight goes late, then I could see Parker winning, and that's what happened. You know what I mean? He just didn't do enough for like the last few rounds. He wasn't throwing punches. He wasn't being active. He just allowed Joe Parker to outwork him and outbox him more or less. So, just combine. Plus, he won a lot of the early rounds too, as well. I mean, a few of them. So you can't drop a guy twice like Rascalot was saying and expect to get the win if you didn't do much in the other rounds. So, in a rematch, same game plan. I can see Parker winning again. I really do. Same game plan. But now that he's fought Zhang, he knows what to expect. He knows how hard he hits, and he knows. I think he knows what to do. Like he'll be better prepared in a rematch. Yeah.
Sorry, there's
Whoa.
Spenny, if you can come through, is the link if you are. Spenny love guy in bed. Go ahead.
I think speed will beat Zhang. Like, I don't know if he's supposed to, if there's a rematch clause. I feel like this time Parker is going to move around even more, maybe.
Yeah.
Stick and move. But I'd be surprised. I mean, this guy is pushing 41. What he's gonna be what, 41 when they have a rematch? I don't know. This is tricky.
Yeah, he's 40 now.
Joseph Parker's still really young. He's like 32.
30.
Right.
32.
30.
Right. The guy is still young. Exactly. Him and AJ, them dudes are still young. So hey, we'll see.
Yeah. I think you probably would have to lean towards Parker, right?
Yeah, I would. I would in a rematch.
Would you lean towards Parker for the rematch? I don't know if Edward can hear. Edward. Yeah, would you lean towards Parker for the rematch?
Probably, because the thing about Zhang is the one thing that an Asian fighter can control is the type of shape he comes in. And when you get to a point where you're not even training, another year goes by, he might fuck around, come in like 310 and like just get completely outboxed. So I guess you would have to favor him since Parker did win. I mean, 2 knockdowns is cool, whatever, but you didn't finish him, and it looked like you weren't capable of doing it. So, but it's still, like I said, it's still like if he comes in and he takes the shit serious and realizes what he has to do, he has a possibility. It's still, like I said, it's still 50-50, maybe a slight 55-45 Parker.
Yeah, that's it.
That.
Edge, slight
but
edge.
But right quick, you know what Zhang's issue is? I think that he's relying too much on his power. He's not really prepped to go 12 rounds.
Yeah, he needs to fuck up on his conditioning. But I don't know if there's anything he can do about that. If it's just
probably not. So that's why he's coming in so heavy. I think that because he thinks he could just probably waylay guys in the first few rounds and maybe get him out of there.
No, but to give
like my guy said though, it's that when you're at that weight, going to 270 is not really like literally you can make one adjustment in your diet and lose that weight. You can walk a few extra steps every day and lose that weight. So the thing about it is I think that's just, to be honest, like kind of like kind of a little bit of laziness, man, and unprofessionalism. Like this dude, if you know you got a bad gas tank, the worst thing to do on top of that is to come in. There's a gas tanks for some dudes who just don't got the air, like Canelo and dudes like that, and there's a gas tank from a dude that's not being in shape, and that's what you're seeing with Zhang. He needs to be in a little better shape, just like because. He, like I said, he got good power, and like I said, now he's in elevate. He knows he got the hands, but you had a Hergovich situation where you feel like you may have got robbed, so you already know the potential that's happening there. So why not do everything in your power to put yourself in the best place to win? And coming in at 270 is not a difficult task for somebody to do, so that you can maybe get 8 rounds of good work instead of 5. It's just ridiculous.
And that tips the scales, even at his late age in life. That tips the scales, and he keeps his mandatory or his interim title, because remember it's an interim belt he's got for an undisputed, so then he could get elevated. So you have to, if you can't get motivated for doing that, it's just not good. It's just not good.
It's not bueno para él. No, it's not good at all. But so I guess like what Edward said, I'd have to edge it to Parker like a 55-45. But Parker be getting chinned and knocked down though, man, since this Joe Joyce malarkey. I don't know, I think that's taken a bit out of his chin, that his chin's a bit left the building.
That was the first one to knock him down, wasn't it?
Dillian not, but I mean, he didn't, I don't think that was suffered him, that took a bit out of his soul. I mean, I think Joe Joyce,
I think he's got pretty good powers of recovery though.
That's what I'm saying.
He does.
Brilliant.
Well, he didn't against... No, hang on.
Joe Joyce?
Yeah, not against
Joe Joyce beat the absolute crap out of him though throughout the fight.
So many
all the way up.
He really pulverized him throughout the whole fight.
I believe Derek Chisora beat him the first fight.
The first fight, yeah.
Derek fucked him up as well and was battering all around. But he has got decent powers of recovery for real. He's a tough lad. Them lads are Samoans.
No, I mean because when Zhang dropped him, for him to come back the way he did. You know what I mean? And really just, I think after round 3, he won rounds 4 and 5, and then made a good show in there. So
that was a heavy Lando. Like, I was like, I thought it was all downwards from then. I was like, he's on his way out. But shouts out to Andy Lee's a really good coach as well.
Yeah, he's a great fit. He's a good
really
fit.
Good coach, really, really good coach. So I mean, we're gonna do it on a rewatch and point score and have a look and see.
So put that on the list too.
That has to go on the list.
Come to do what I do best, That's a site to get the fans what they want to see, At the end of the day, no one wants to see a 12-round fight. It's a whole bunch of heavyweights up here, and we're the hard hitters. And at the end of the day, people have things to do.
Hate it. Payday. You want payday. I know that.
Yeah. I mean, God, I don't want to always be seeing no heavyweights go 12 rounds. Not all the time either. Yeah, but you did. Parker's like, I'm going to beat your ass for 12 rounds anyway. Yeah, that was quite fun. That was just ironic. At the time of me watching it, I was like, oh my God, I need to get this as a clip. I don't know what made me. Oh yeah, because I thought it was funny when Wilder went, people's busy. I ain't got time to be watching no 12-round fight. So I thought it was hilarious in that manner, but then I didn't realise that he was actually going to go 12 rounds. So, God, yeah. Things ironic how things. Sometimes when you talk stuff, you talk it into existence. You speak it into
I was surprised in that fight because I'm not gonna lie, I actually underestimated Parker. I thought Wilder was gonna knock him out. And after around round 6, I was like, yeah, this is over. Wilder's gonna lose.
Yeah, well, we all did. We all underestimated him. And
we all picked Wilder to win.
Yeah. But I think honestly, it's safe to say Joseph Parker's very underrated.
Yeah, he is. That's a fact.
He is.
He is.
I think now going forward, people will.
When I sleep. So you see, the thing is, if you overlook Joe, who'll beat you. That's the thing.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point.
I say he was underrated. I think it was going on his recent performances. As we said, he got dropped by Derek Chisora.
Yeah.
And then he took a few tune-up fights. So
they're like literally in a rematch. Derek just fell to pieces, man. Like
Derek aged like 50.
bad, like 50 to like 20
he was
years
aged
between
in
the first fight and the second.
Derek was old from the first fight, wasn't he? So he shouldn't have
Yeah, I mean, but
dropping it.
in the rematch, he just seemed to age like another 10 years. Or something.
You guys talking about Derek Chisora?
Yeah.
But the thing about Derek Chisora, man, that guy's always fighting, man. He's always up for the challenge. So, you know, a lot of these fights is wearing down on him.
Yeah, but it was just crazy from fight 1 to fight 2. It was a total difference. But hey ho, shout out to Derek Chisora.
This is Joseph Parker's 5th fight in 14 months, by the way. So
5th fight in, 5th fight in 14 months. Alex, Anthony Joshua 4 fights in 11 months.
11 months. You see? Activity.
Yeah. That's how you stay sharp. Staying busy.
Activity is important, man. Yeah, very important, and it shows. So you know, it's all good. Anybody else want to talk about the wrap up on the Zhang and Parker? So everybody's who. Just let me go around the panel with the rematch. Who has Zhang winning the rematch? Anybody?
Not me. I don't. I got Parker winning.
Crickets.
Nobody. Okay, yeah, nobody. Okay, like I said, slight edge to Parker. Yeah, for real. But yeah, I think you're gonna have to put Parker in as the good old favorite over there, aren't you? Okie doke. So let you be reminded where we are. My name is Ho. No, I'm only joking. This is the weekly wrap up. Shiggity where? Right, forever in the building. And then that brings us up to the the main event. Which was causing all the controversy right now. Who wants to kick it off? I'll let King of King maybe kick this one off. Let's go, King of King. Okay, let's go.
So in shout out to AJ off the top. In the lateral manner that this fight should have went when Tyson Fury fought Ngannou, he put him away. He set him up so smooth, like the game plan is so flawless, using the jab to the body. He just hit him with like elementary boxing, like, bro, like, I'm gonna change levels and put you out. And literally that's what he was doing. He was throwing the jab to the body. So Ngannou started trying to use a parry move, and he has a habit as an MMA fighter of kind of dropping his I want to say it's the left hand, because when he throws a punch, he's anticipating somebody trying to grab him and throw him to the mat. So
he leaves it open.
Yeah, he leaves it open. So Joshua, as a seasoned boxer with an amateur career and all these things, knew, okay, I'm just gonna get you getting used to getting hit to the body with the jab, and he threw it consistently. Now, I'm going to give you guys some background what the game plan was for Ngannou, because people think that when he turned southpaw, that was him showboating. No, that's actually what they anticipated him to do. For some reason, there's some word going around in MMA circles and the trainers that Josh was weak on his left side. So he turned to southpaw to throw a hook from the southpaw stance. And
well, he did that with Fury, didn't he?
Yeah, he did it with Fury too, but they thought really for some reason that was going to be effective against Joshua. And Joshua hit him with like the classic punch that you hit a fucking dude that goes southpaw, straight right hand, and he threw it with bad intent.
Right cross.
This is the crazy part. So when the first knockdown happens, Joshua is judged like his control of distance is really what set it up. So he knew that Ngannou was going to throw the left jab, to the point that he knew the distance. Like he kind of leaned back. He knew the distance well enough that Ngannou actually touched him with the jab. And Joshua just ate it because he knew it was going to come, but he knew it was going to be no power. And he came back with the right hand and dropped his ass. And like I said, to Ngannou's credit, he got up. By mind you, this guy's never been knocked down, never been woozy in a fight, period. He's been hit with all kind of punches. And then when he came back in the second round, and Joshua knew he had his number, he just did what you do when these MMA dudes come over here. You smash them and you retire them. I don't think this dude. I guess after the Fury thing, he didn't realize it was real. Like, you don't jump in here with the best in the division and think you're going to put some work in. So shout out to Anthony Joshua. Like I said, the way he folded him, but that was a 290-pound man. Was like 270? And he had his legs folded up behind his back, knocked smooth the fuck out. So it is what it is.
Go ahead. Go next. Whoever wants to go next.
I'll go next. Yes, to echo KOK's sentiments, this is exactly what Tyson Fury should have done to Ngannou months ago. But, you know, and credit to AJ, he took it seriously, did not underestimate him. And poor Francis, I think honestly, Francis bought into a lot of his own hype and a lot of what people were saying about him afterwards, because he was kind of riding high with confidence, but it was false confidence, unfortunately. You know, you got guys like Joe Rogan on his podcast saying, I think, you know, Ngannou beats every top 10 heavyweight after the Fury fight. Ariel Helwani post-fight saying, I think I'm absolutely shocked that this happened to Ngannou. Well, you guys don't know shit about boxing. No disrespect. You know what I mean? You guys are MMA guys, you know? I mean, so, you know, and honestly, it's like this was probably his easiest fight. He didn't even need to get out of first gear. Like, honestly, you know what I mean? The first, you know, straight right put him down, hurt him heavily. Then, okay. Then he lets Francis got up, to his credit, continued to fight. AJ tries to throw some more shots, but he, you know, clinches and lets Francis get around. I got time. I'll take him out. You know what I mean? No need to rush this. It's going to come. And the second round, it did. AJ, jab to the head, to the body, beautifully led him into a cross right that dropped him flat on his ass again. I was literally begging for the fight to be stopped after that, pleading with Francis to not get up because I knew what was about to happen if he did. He got up again, and AJ closed the show in spectacular fashion. Just and my profile picture sums up what happened. You can blow that up right there if you like. Sorry, Francis, I had to do it. Yep, there you go. Boom, stretched, and that's all she wrote. And AJ didn't even celebrate. Just took it like another day at the office. Gave Ben Davison a fist bump. That's how we do it. Boom. That's it. And we move on to the next one. But was the most hilarious thing was Tyson Fury's face after this fight. How he looked.
Oh God.
He looked like he saw a ghost. He was so shook.
Let's go, baby! Let's go!
I only wish that this post fight of it, he would have kind of took a jab at Tyson. I'd have been like, "Hey Tyson, FY, that's how you do it." So that's how it's done.
People are saying because Anthony Joshua refused to look at Tyson Fury is because he's scared to fight Tyson Fury and he didn't. That's out on. I had that thrown over my way as well on one of my comments or something.
And these fanboys just love reaching, don't they?
This is just lame. I'm like, what must he be staring at Tyson Fury, Rainbow Boy?
Like, maybe he doesn't give a shit about him. Did you ever think of that? You know what I'm saying?
He don't give a fuck. Yeah. I don't understand. It's just weirdest things that they say under certain people's, certain people's channels in their comment section, and I was like, what?
That's why it's no point even talking to these people. You can't rationalize with them. You just can't.
No,
you know what I mean?
You can't rationalize with them at all. I mean, it was just pathetic, really. Okay, Ross Clark dropped off. Okay. Sorry, Leon. I got stuck for names just there. Leon, your take on the fight and
referring to a little bit of what AJ said with that's what Fury should have done. As much as I am probably the Fury fanboy of the panel, I don't think Fury could have. I don't think Fury could have knocked him out because he landed on Ngannou and Ngannou was able to take it. He was able to do that with Wilder when he had such a weight advantage. but he wasn't able to do that to Ngannou. I think Fury's best bet would have just been to have played with him like Klitschko style, just to outbox him and just make him show the levels in that sense. But when it comes to Joshua, I remember I got a bit of stick for this in our Discord in our group for saying that I think that Ngannou will land and will drop him. But I did say that I think Joshua will get carried away. And I did say I think Joshua will get carried away. I did say I think he'd get carried away and try and achieve what he achieved, but do it in a dangerous way, and then go stay inside too long and get clipped.
You said it on the live stream, not only in the Discord. You said
I stand on what I say, isn't it? Yeah, I'll say it. If I say it, I'll say it.
You said it there and here on live. And I was like, "Are you for real?" Thinking that that's why I said at the end. I said, "Who's hit the canvas?" You said you believe Joshua hits the canvas about 2 times.
Yep. Yeah, just like Callum Smith was up on the scorecards against Beterbiev, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, right. Got it. Right.
Leon, I hope you're not a betting man.
No, I don't gamble. Good.
I don't want to see you homeless living in a cardboard box.
But yes, it was a great performance.
Yeah, it was.
And as soon as he steps into that southpaw stance, Joshua just pounced on him. It was just bread and butter all day long.
Yeah.
Absolute.
Let me do this.
This is the thing. It's difficult now because you're going to give all these superlatives and describe how great the punch was.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're just reminded it was his second pro fight. So it's as AJ said, it's exactly what he should have done.
Yeah,
that's exactly what should have happened.
The same thing.
It was spectacular. It was spectacular.
That's knockout of the year contender. Whether he should have done it or not, that was spectacular. Knockout of the year contender. I don't know if we're going to see any better knockouts than that.
Oh, absolutely, 100%.
To be fair, let me just see. Shouts out to Modern King Boxing for dropping their $3 on your girl. Thank you, King Ron the Don. In the booty. I'm introducing, it's Spencer Fearon, aka the Knowledge. Ding, 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 ding.
Yo, my sis, how you doing?
What up, Spenny Rank? Straight out of the Bronx, give prayers and give thanks.
Mr. Fearon, what's good?
What's up, Spenny? Long time. Glad that you make it because you can chime in on because you did actually predict also. You predicted that AJ was just going to starch this geezer, didn't you? You did.
Yo, why did anybody think any different?
I thought not initially
realizing,
and that's changed. I was like, maybe, but yeah.
Are we? No. You see, that's all wishful thinking and bad minding.
No, I just thought I maybe gave Ngannou thinking that he was just like maybe be able to muscle around and thingy. I never had Ngannou beat him, but I said at first I said points, and then I saw the lead up of how Ngannou was like, I don't want to do 12 rounds. I don't want to do that. I went, nah, he's going out round 7, 8.
Listen to me, yeah. And we just got to be real about the whole thing. Ngannou's backstory is absolutely incredible. What he's done, what he's accomplished, superb. I mean, leaving the UFC, sticking 2 fingers up at Dana White, telling Dana White to sock him, gal, and go about his business. And right, $650,000 was his biggest purse. Leaving there in the space of 6 months, the man has made over $30 million. Congratulations to Francis Ngannou for doing that. Big up Dewey Fish. I mean, come on. Big up Dewey Cooper, all of them. Martin, his manager, that's brilliant. But we've got to be real about this thing here.
He's a novice.
He's a novice, right? And if you want to get, I see one brother on there. If you want to listen, when it doesn't fare well, that is not his genre of sporting achievement. You know what I mean? It's like you, Lady Shan, being the bad boy DJ that you are, and I say, go and sing opera. I want you to go up and sing opera now. You can't do that. I'll destroy you in that. You know what I mean? Right. So,
not too bad, Freddie.
right. No, yeah, no, you can
No,
hold it on.
I get what you're
Right.
saying. Yeah, it's not
But
my.
Pavarotti would kill you. So what I'm trying to say to you is like, and to everybody who was getting carried away by this, right? There is something within the thing which became, that fact was very, very tribal. It was very tribal to the fact, like when Francis Ngannou turned up at the press conference, he came in his kente cloth, kind of to show Anthony Joshua, like, listen, I'm the real African here, right? And the only reason why is because Turkey Al Sheikh, that nobody can't speak against, we have to big up everything that he's done. But he said this is a fight between two Africans. But one man's been embracatory of their African identity. The next man's saying, well, no, hold up a second, I'm British, mate. Do you know what I mean? And we saw the fight that when I was saying to people this is going to be a grotesque mismatch, there's more words, right? And how it panned out so much. Anthony Joshua's boxed better people than this coming up in the amateurs, right? Let's just be real. Here's a man that's been an Olympic gold medalist. Here's a man that's been a 2-time world champion. Come on. Let's just call it as it is. And one thing that Anthony Joshua has got, which Ben Davison has tapped into, to say, listen, bro, we can bang. We're going to clap him with the right hand. And it played out how I said it was going to play out. And that's that. Because you can't outbox. How the hell was he going to outbox Anthony Joshua? Right? And this is not an undermotivated Anthony Joshua like Tyson Fury was. Tyson Fury said, like, I'm going to piss this. Tyson Fury maybe in his head was thinking, well, I could get 2 fights out of this, you know. If I boxed Ngannou and they could think, I could get 2 fights out of this. He didn't know that Ngannou can lick, and he clapped him and he dropped him. But you could see Anthony Joshua was not playing. Reason why? Because Ben Davison was nervous. I'm telling you, you saw Ben in the ring. It was nervous.
Because I was calling it live. I didn't even pay attention.
Okay. Yeah, go watch it. Go watch it. It was nervous. But quite rightly so. You know what I mean? Because nerves make you sharp, sis. You know what I mean? He done his thing. Congratulations to Francis Ngannou for, he can go back to Cameroonian style. You know what I mean? He can buy all the leopards and zebra in one buy. Am I right? You know what I mean? And also, you know what I mean? Anthony Joshua done what he was meant to do. And like when people are saying like he done it in devastating fashion, he did do it in devastating fashion because a lot of people didn't think that he could do that. But if anybody knows boxing, and you look at history, when man come into this thing and you're going at high octane level of world championships or world elite, and Anthony Joshua in the world right now is world elite, you can't go in there and say you're gonna fight Anthony Joshua. Come on. Because look at Anthony Joshua's knockout ratio. It's in the 90%. The brother can punch.
Yeah.
And he's on it now, and he's found himself mentally. Like he said, you know what? I'm just clapping out a guy. And that's what he did. You know what I mean? Simple as that, sis.
Nothing long. Yeah.
Come on.
For overtime out here.
Hey, real quick.
Have you seen all the conspiracy theories?
Listen, forget about all of them kind of strippiness, yeah?
They've been going on saying that that Ngannou took a dive and this and that.
Let me tell you this. If Francis Ngannou took a dive, yeah, right? If he took a dive, I'm saying like if he took a dive, the man should get a blinking Oscar.
I know for that.
Because you see the third knockdown?
When your leg bent back?
Your leg bent back and he went back, sir. Come on, man. You don't think about that. That punch there could have most probably kill him, you know?
Yeah.
It's just that he's a tough back African, so he can take it.
It's dishonorable for them to say that because, to be honest,
it's disgraceful, sir.
Some people were saying it, but there's some actual, not saying it, but there's some brain swelling stuff there. That's not no acting. That dude was hurt bad, and so for people to look, everybody's an idiot now. Everybody blurts out stuff when something happens that they didn't want to see. That everybody wants to be the person that breaks a story of some kind of under. No, he got smooth knocked the fuck out. And anybody that understands boxing, the problem is that where people miscalculate when they bring these MMA guys over and they're like, oh, well, Conor was knocking these dudes out. Their punch resistance is so so inferior to a boxer that's exactly what happens to them when a trained boxer hits them. Because you guys gotta understand, in MMA, you get caught, you fall, they drop, the fight's over. You may get, somebody might jump on you, get a couple hammer fists in. That's it. In boxing, you can get beat in the face over and over again, stunned, hurt, dropped. So the punch resistance is completely different. So the fact of the matter that because we allowed a person who doesn't take boxing serious because he's not a professional, and we're referring to Tyson Fury playing games. At the end of the day, even if you thought that you were going to do that, you should still understand the magnitude of the moment. But the truth of the matter is, like you said, you have an AJ who's always like, I don't think in shape exists in his vocabulary. I mean, out of shape exists in his vocabulary. He came in, immediately did what the fuck you supposed to do to a damn MMA guy. It doesn't matter how hard he hits somebody. It don't matter if he dropped this guy. No, when I hit you, it's over. You're going to sleep. I hope he should have went to the hospital after that. So people trying to imply
he did go to.
Yeah, that's some bullshit, man. Anybody saying that is just a clown. And I'm gonna tell y'all right now, stop wasting your life listening to fucking people that are full of shit. You know, there's no difference listening to somebody under the bridge talking to himself. They're on the same level of intelligence.
I mean, like, and also just remember, Chan, like I added in the group chat, like if that was really, if Francis really took a dive, well, wouldn't it have just been more easier to stay down after he got dropped once?
Yeah,
and not be bothered to get up.
Why get up after the first one?
Why keep getting up after you get dropped? You know what I mean? You got dropped twice, you got up. So
yeah.
These people are clowns. These people are idiots, man.
No, that's what Jake Paul's done to boxing, bro. Like, people feel like Jake Paul's good for boxing, but that's the shit that they're bringing. It's already questionable enough. We already get shitty ass decisions. But I'm gonna tell y'all, when people bring up the conversation of dives, they're talking about shit happening back in the 1940s when dudes are making bro. Nobody's diving in no fight making 300-400. That, like, it's just not happening, bro. So it's just stupid that people think that way. A dive would be a financial incentive. So basically, you tell me Ngannou, he's taking a dive in a fight where he's making, I don't know what he was making, $5-6 million. Let's throw a number out there. Yeah, $20 million. So you mean somebody on the back end slid him $30 million to get dropped? Come on, man. It don't even make no damn
Thank you very much, my bro. Listen, that's all nonsense. We shouldn't even continue. We shouldn't even continue to entertain that nonsense. All right.
No.
The fight, it is what it is. It panned out the way that it did pan out. Like I'm saying, if like guys who are trained boxer, history will tell us guys who are trained boxer. The only time it's happened where somebody in their first professional fight has challenged for the world heavyweight championship. That's 1957. That was like Peter Rademacher when he fought Floyd Patterson, and Floyd Patterson decimated him. So, and this is a man that's a trained boxer who's a very good boxer, right? He's an Olympic gold medalist, right? The two different genres of combat sport, and I'm glad that the brother is safe. But I'm so happy that he is made in some ridiculous amount of money, and I'm glad that he's backed himself, right? Because end of the day, it's still prize fighting, and the end goal is to earn as much as you can. He's earned as much as he can. There is no shame in him getting knocked out by Anthony Joshua, and that's the God's honest truth.
That we've got currently, that means
there's no shame. There's no shame at all. You know? I'm just looking forward on what happens next. Yeah, I mean, I'm just looking forward to like what happens next.
With Ngannou, or with Fury, you mean Fury?
No, with Tyson Fury, how that pans out. Yep, and to see what next move for Anthony Joshua. This I want to say to you guys. I'll put this one out here before I'm gonna dust because I got to go to my bed.
Yeah.
Listen to this one. Ben Davison has said like, it's been on record to say like he wouldn't train Anthony Joshua if he was to fight Tyson Fury. That is the complete and utter bullshit. Let me tell you this now, right? I believe that Ben Davison would train Anthony Joshua to fight Tyson Fury.
Oh, he said he wouldn't train him. Oh, I think that's changed now. When did he say that then?
He said it in the beginning part. He wouldn't do that.
That's out the window.
Of course he would. Of course he would. And I'm going to tell you why he would. Yeah.
Why say something like that, Ben Davison? That's dumb.
Right. No, but I'm going to tell you why Ben Davison would. Because remember, Tyson Fury and the man sacked him. The dad said, "Nah, get rid of him. He's useless. He's rubbish." Right.
Yeah.
So he got that shot. I'm telling you now, ego plays a big part in this thing. And there'd be nothing better somewhere in the psychology in the back of their mind to say, yeah, all right, I'm training AJ now. Because let me tell you this, he never got his flowers for training Tyson Fury. And he didn't earn his flowers. All of a sudden now he's earned his flowers for Anthony Joshua. I don't believe that Ben Davison, is a great trainer. I think he's a great trainer for Anthony Joshua because they both have mutual understanding. And that is it. Because this is the first time that I've seen Anthony Joshua look so fluid. Usually he looks a little bit Bruno-esque, a bit too stiff. Do you know what I mean? This here, he looked very, very fluid. He did that in a Walling fight, but I was saying, it's Walling, you beat him twice in the amateurs, and you had a sparring partner.
Never had Anthony Joshua's Bruno-esque.
I did. I was.
Not in your little Frank Warren's fraternity with that narrative.
No.
Listen,
Frank, let me tell you this.
It was never Frank Warren box Andrew Ruiz the second time. That wasn't Bruno-esque. He's never fought.
Let me tell you this. And this is Shan, you're my sister, but I'm telling you now, Anthony Joshua, that wasn't an impressive performance against Andy Ruiz.
Yeah, that was impressive. It was.
Well, that's what I'm trying to say. This is what I'm trying to say.
I mean,
in your eyes, that was impressive. That wasn't impressive to me.
I mean, I liked it.
What I saw,
he did what he had to do.
He did what he had to do. So I commend him for doing what he had to do because he completely changed his style. So
we've got Spencer Fear on. He's come from the other side of the street, so you expect to wear all of this Frank Warren Queensbury.
No. Stop this foolishness. Stop this foolishness. Stop it. Because if you know anything what I represent, anything that I represent, I ban a fire. You can have Frank Warren Queensbury. I ban a fire on all of them, man. There. And you know this. And you know what I stand for. All right, then. Yeah, so but
I've only heard that from the Tyson Fury fans that he's Frank Bruno. And
no.
Sorry, I have.
You've only heard, because you ain't been listening to the right people. Go watch people who are in the gym who say there is similarities between.
Yeah, he looks good, like Bruno, body-wise.
No, that muscle-bound kind of thing, right? Yeah. But I'm telling you now that the Anthony Joshua that I'm saying through my eyes, right? Through my eyes of being in the sport of boxing, which is 45 years now. It ain't me last week. I just look young, right? God has blessed me. I'm telling you that Anthony Joshua, who I saw in the Walling fight and in this last fight here, he looked very, very fluid. He looked very stiff, like he was loading up on the shots when he was with Robert McCracken. I'm telling you, he looks more fluid. So if I'm saying that I can see a fluidity inside of Anthony Joshua now, the fluidity I can see, I never used to see that before. And the reason why, because he's relaxed now, and it's like there was a different kind of belief. There was a belief now, like, right, I can get back to where I was. I can even surpass where I was. And I think I see that in Anthony Joshua. You know what I mean? Yeah. I think it's all coming together for him. So for that, then I commend Ben Davison. And I wish Anthony Joshua nothing but the best. Yeah,
do you think so? I think Ben Davison's just going to have to train him for the Tyson Fury fight. And I mean, if he, I'll have to go back and look because I've always heard people say that he's rigid and whatever, but I never saw. There are fights that I could say that I've seen him rigid. Especially when he was with when he blew up like 256.
No, go watch his fight. Go watch his fight with.
When he was big.
No, go watch his fight with Dylan White. There was certain stiffness to him. It's like it wasn't fluid. The shots weren't fluid.
No,
they were false shots.
That was his 15th pro fight.
My own business, right? He was Olympic gold medalist. He wasn't. I mean, there was. So I get when they were saying similarities between him and Frank Bruno. I can get it, right?
Well, now do you get the similarities that we've been hearing now? And people are like, oh no, up your nose. I don't know whether you want to. There's like they're like Lennox Lewis. He's always had comparisons to sometimes Lennox Lewis, though. So
there's no comparison between. Come on, let's be real.
I mean, whether you agree with it or not,
Lennox Lewis was far more fluid than Anthony Joshua. I think
it was Dan Raphael and Teddy Atlas or something like that.
Tell Dan Raphael to shut up.
That was
the day. I'm going to keep this thing 100. The day I listen to Dan Raphael is the day he can demonstrate to me how to throw a left jab.
I know. I guess like that. I know everybody's got an opinion. Like you've got your opinion, and I don't really agree with Dan Raphael for the most part either. So, but I'm just saying it was just funny that that those were the two names. Well, that was the name that had popped up.
Well, there is no comparison to what I've seen with Anthony Joshua to Lennox Lewis, and that's the truth. None. And the only reason why I'm saying with the Bruno S thing is because of his muscle-bound bulk and sometimes the stiffness of his shots.
Telegraphs. Would you say telegraphs them?
No, not necessarily telegraphs. They're just stiff shots. I mean, they're stiff. They're not fluid.
You lot are very mighty quiet on there. You lot might agree or not. I want to just hear your take. Have you ever thought that Anthony Joshua comes across as Frank Bruno and very stiff? I'll go and do my due diligence and have
Please go and watch them. Go and watch.
I didn't. I like I said, I can see certain fights that I thought, you're a bit stiff there, but in general, I never looked at Anthony Joshua as a stiff fighter. I always looked at him. He was quite. Someone said it in the chat as well that he's quite good on the balls of his feet and was quite. I tell you what. The lack of head movement is always something that I've pointed out.
Okay, when someone said he was good on the balls of his feet, when was Anthony Joshua good on the balls of his feet? When is he? He boxed once on the balls on his feet, yeah, once against Ruiz, and the only reason why he did that because he didn't want to take any chances to get hurt. When else has he been on the balls of his feet?
No, he was on the balls of his feet. He did a bit in the Usyk. He did a bit on the Usyk fight. He did a bit on the Pulev fight. Ruiz was the most extreme.
Yeah, I'm not saying I don't really
Anthony Joshua
on the balls of his
feet. He's never been a flat-footed, not plod. Guys, have you guys ever seen fought? I need to hear you because it may as well just be me and Spencer.
I would like to hear the rest of your opinion. It'd be great for me to hear it.
I mean, before I can actually ask Spencer a question, I got a question for you, Spencer.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, go on, my friend.
This new version of Joshua, because I believe he's evolved as well. Like there's this calmness and confidence to him now that just wasn't before. I'm not saying the old days back, but it's the just the confident guy who knows what he's doing in there.
Hang on. Your internet's gone mad. It's robotic, like what you just said. Anthony Joshua is. Yeah, the Wi-Fi. Start again. We didn't hear that. It was robotic. Sound like an Autobot.
Hold on, let me get off. Let me get on my.
Yeah. No, that's really bad. Go ahead. Who wants to speak to Spencer while before him go in bed?
Yeah, I'll school around mine.
Unfortunately, I haven't seen enough of Frank Bruno to be able to give a comparison.
That's quite correct, actually.
Right, exactly. But the other sense that you're not Bruno, so you didn't watch Bruno. Me, grew up in a Bruno times.
I watched it. Yeah, I mean, you can still watch things back. I just never.
Yeah, exactly. YouTube is a wonderful invention,
The key things. Yeah, that's perfect. The key things that I've seen I just don't remember Anthony Joshua like moving, but you're right. I'll go back and have a look. I'll have a look. Yeah.
Please, I beg you do.
I'll have a look. Have a look. Not that I may say, oh yeah, but I may say, oh yeah, I may say, nah, I still don't see it. So, but at least let me go and have a look. But
yeah, go and have a look.
I ain't seen enough to give his opinion. King of King.
I haven't either, by the way, just so you know.
Okay, but anyway, you were saying something, sir.
Okay. Just my question is, this new version of AJ, who would you fight if you fought Usyk again? Do you think he could win?
Oh yeah, good question. What do you think?
That's an excellent question. I would say this. I would think that watching Usyk against Daniel Dubois, Usyk is very beatable, but if you speak to certain people in the camp, they will say maybe he deliberately boxed the way that he did against Daniel Dubois simply to draw Tyson Fury in. So there's a lot of nuances behind the whole thing. But me personally, I think that Anthony Joshua could beat Usyk. Personally, I think Anthony Joshua could beat any heavyweight in the world because I think Anthony Joshua's problem was mental demons. And I think that he's exorcised those demons out of his head. I really do believe that. I think that he's in a better space. I think he's done some kind of crazy things, but I also know certain things that he's going on a spiritual journey, which I know personally what he's going through. So when I see those kind of things, I'm saying, yeah, because believe in your right hand, believe that you're quick, you are nimble, and you've got a fantastic resume and got wins with a fantastic resume on them that you can now implement and take that with you into these fights. And with Ben Davison is limited in experience, but at the same time, all Anthony Joshua has to do is stick to the basics. Now, what better do you need is someone who's a basic trainer but very good at the basics, and that's what Ben Davison is. He's very good at the basics. The reason why he's very good at the basics because he's mastering the basics because he doesn't know anything else. This is no disrespect. This is a compliment to Ben Davison, and that's why we're seeing Anthony Joshua in the way that he is, because he'll pick out things like you could see he's working on the right hand in the change room, and I love seeing guys who are in the change room and they come out with a sweat on. Not going in cold.
Dry.
Right. No, he didn't come out dry. He came out like, that's Allard Mike Tyson. That's what Tyson used to do. You know what I mean? He come out with a sweat on. Like, right, I'm going to broke you up, you know?
Yeah.
And that was great. But we got to take it in perspective as well. Otto Waller is a man that Anthony Joshua used to batter in sparring. And he beat him twice in the amateurs.
Beat him twice in the amateurs, 2010.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, okay. And he's just fought a one fight novice in professional boxing. I don't care what the guy's done in MMA. I don't care what the performance that he gave against Tyson Fury. Underperforming, lackluster Tyson Fury, we may add, and we've seen this in the past. And Zhang can say that as well. When Tyson Fury fought John McDermott the first time, he boxed disgusting in that fight, and he lost that fight. I've said it. I'm going on record.
Lost it, yeah.
Yeah, right. But what did he do in the rematch? So right, and also, like we're talking about this big punch of Tyson Fury because he knocked out Dillian Whyte. Dillian Whyte's always been susceptible to uppercuts. We've seen that happen time and time again with Dillian Whyte's fought.
Yep, those are kryptonite.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
And that was it. Then that was it. So,
and who showed us that? AJ.
Yeah, of course he did. Of course he did. Do you know what I mean? So, like I'm saying, right now it's an interesting time for heavyweight boxing. I think what they're doing out in Saudi's like superb. I was meant to be out there because it's fair play. Let me just also big up while I'm here, Alistair Overeem, the former MMA superstar. He got knocked out by Ngannou in his last fight and he retired.
Yeah, Francis destroyed him in MMA.
Yeah, but he was an old man.
Yeah, I know you talk about Spencer.
He's a legend in K1, and I mean a legend and
yeah,
a
but
lovely
he was
guy.
Foolishness, wasn't he? What day?
Yep, yeah, but you know what is this?
This was AJ.
Nah, but if you got knocked out by a brother, you're gonna back that guy. You want that guy to win because if he was to go and beat AJ, it takes a little bit of the heat off of you because you got banged out by him.
True.
You know the ones there. So I think that had something to do with it. Or if you say, oh yeah, now I want AJ to win, I think AJ's gonna do it. People think you're just hating because Francis knocked you out. So either way, you can't win.
Can't win. Yeah.
Right, either way, you can't win. But I'm saying I was meant to be out there with him, so I sorted out him going on the zone and all the rest of it. And I sorted his itinerary. Let me just big up Spencer Brown and all of Gold Star Promotions. So he said, right, you come in, but couldn't go because Freddie Krueger, the DJ who Shan knows, Freddie Krueger had
I missed it. I was supposed to be there on Sunday.
Yeah. So I was down there for the Power of the Woman Awards. It was wicked. Oh my words, at the Connaught Rooms, it was bad.
I was supposed to be there.
You should have been there.
I know.
Go next year. No, let me tell you this. It was absolutely wicked. Yeah, it was absolutely wicked. So I went down there to that. So and that's the reason why I didn't go. Plus, it was Mother's Day, and you got props to mums. So yeah.
Fuck, man, shit. Yeah, I was supposed to be there. Spencer, if you didn't say that to me, I would have forgot. Yeah, he invited me like 2 months ago, and I was like, "Yep, go in. Don't worry, I've got
you
that."
Should have cut out Shan. It was wicked.
Just totally.
It was wicked, Shan. Oh my word. Big up Freddie, man, because I didn't believe that it was like.
Yeah, man. Oh, he always has events anyway, so hopefully we'll have another one that I can. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, he always does events, but this is once a year. It was the awards, and it was nice to see like women getting honored. You know what I mean? And he went across the whole spectrum. That was really, really nice.
Yeah,
really nice. You know what I mean, and I was pleasantly surprised. It was ramming there. I don't know how many tables that it was. Oh, mate, it was wicked. And the food was banging as well. You know, they had West Indian cuisine in such. Well, I was really surprised by the food because I'm a black man. I like to be critical, but no, the food was wicked. So yeah, all of that, peace and love to them. But yeah, keep up the good work, Shan. You know what I mean? I'm enjoying the show. You know what I mean? Because often I tune in, but I don't have to jump on. But now I've just jumped on because you always be saying, come on the show, come on the show. So I'm gonna bless the show. Thank you so much. All the people that's on there, keep on supporting. Make sure you do that Cash App. Send as much money as possible to Lady Shan. Yeah, press up on the Cash App. I'm gonna press up on it.
Mr. Farron, thanks for stopping by, man.
Nah, man. Peace, two fingers. I'm out.
Thank you.
Yeah, bless, man. And remember, keep it. The fight is right. Every Sunday, 8 p.m. The Fight is Right on the Stamina for Sale YouTube channel because it's an award-winning podcast now, so you better respect it. Big up yourself, Lady Shan, your bad like yours.
Love you, Spenny. Thanks for coming through. Oh, that was fun to have, Spenny. Yeah.
What a pleasant surprise.
They won. I need to keep up on game if they won an award. Shouts out to them guys over there, Tunde and Spencer Furon. So yeah, shouts out to them. Yeah, it's always good to get Spenny's take and us listening and learning some knowledge and being able to joust back and forth. So yeah, thank you, Spenny. Spenny can come on. It's always the link's always in the chat, Spenny. Always in the chat, but always just can hit me up and just be like, "Yo, drop a link." Yeah, I know, but yeah, shouts out to Freddie Krueger though, man. Freddie, totally. Yeah, that's why I was supposed to sort everything out weeks before we was talking. My bad. Event. But yeah, I'm glad it went well, and there will be many more to come. So yeah, so that was basically the fight. Who wants to also wrap up on the AJ thingy? That's
the comparison. So the comparison to Frank Bruno and some of that stuff. Well, just for everybody in the chat, there, Frank Bruno did fight Lennox Lewis, so it might be a good fight for you to go back and look at. You can see that. I mean, Lewis was so much taller than this. The comparisons I see where people do say that is Frank Bruno was kind of like a mid-range hooker. He had good hooks and he doubled up on his jabs. He was strong. And he, like I said, so there are a lot of hooks, not a lot of head movement, similar to AJ. But the significant difference between the two is Bruno tried to use the clinch a lot. He tried to manhandle people and grabbed a lot. So I mean, to be honest, I would like to see AJ be physical. I feel like if he was physical like that with Usyk, he would probably. Let me put it like this: prior to Andy Ruiz, AJ would have beat Usyk easily. This AJ right now, I think, is primed and could beat him because his confidence is back, and he just don't give a fuck. So I feel like he's going to be in a better position. I think he was thinking too much in those fights with him. I think he's kind of like in cruise control right now. So he's dangerous right now again. So it's like but to be honest, Usyk and Fury's going to fuck around for a couple fights, and I got a funny feeling that Uzyk's going to mess around and try to retire after this, and that's going to be kind of like, wow,
Who have you not got? I've still got Usyk beating Fury.
Yeah, I thought he's going to retire because he's going to beat him.
My mind hasn't changed either. I do. So
yeah.
I mean, but here's the thing. Like, I think that honestly, as far as Joshua versus Fury, I think that fight's never happening. I'm sorry to say, I don't think we'll ever get it.
I don't think it's happening either.
Because one or two things will happen. Like, let's just say, if we get the Usyk Fury fight, I'm still skeptical. Call me crazy. But if it does happen, whoever wins, if Usyk wins, well, Fury loses, depending on the manner in which he loses, whether or not it's decisive. If it's decisive and it's not competitive or whatever else, he won't activate a rematch clause.
Yeah.
Then, but if he wins, he's probably going to retire and not fight AJ afterwards because in his mind he said that I beat Usyk, and Usyk beat AJ twice. So I don't have to fight him. So I'm better than him.
That beat the man.
So, but that's not. We all know that's not how it works. So, but he thinks that's how it works.
Fury's world
He'll drag his career to bed after that. If he fuck around somehow ekes out a win, it's a wrap. He's gonna retire. He's gonna say he's undefeated. Just look on this fight, regardless of what happened. He's already stalled it out a date. We talking about pushing this shit into 2025. So it's like if they
look how much trouble it is already for them to just fight once.
Now, the only thing that I can say is the Saudis have been putting dudes together. But I just think he'll just take, like you said, oh, you couldn't beat a middleweight, and look how, especially if he's I don't see it happening, but if somehow Fury dogs him or some weird shit, then it's gonna be like he's just gonna act like he's I don't even need to fight him. Look how I did him, and this guy was beating you up. It'll just be he's one of them dudes that's gonna rather just talk shit and never actually fight you. He'll run through, as a non-town favorite and talk shit the whole time. And that's what it comes down to. He fucks around, loses. But I'm just glad this shit is happening so we can finally get this shit finalized and go from there,
Yeah.
We thought it was happening on February 17th too.
Dr. P saying, big up, Lady Shan. If that was a dive, you need a gold medal. And Lisa saying that, yes, I've been hearing about dives as well. Yeah.
For real.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
You gotta understand, there's haters out there, man. A lot of MMA people were salty about that. I'm gonna keep it real. I watched the post afterwards, and they try to break it down, but they really thought Ngannou was gonna go in there and beat AJ. And the way he did him so cold. We talking about a dude that he ain't even look woozy. He's never been looked dazed. He goes to sleep and looks alert. And this motherfucker got folded up. And then now they're trying to act like this is bro, you don't take no dive like that. Dive is a phantom punch, bro, and you fall out. He could have stopped the fight the second time he got knocked down. Why get up and get completely collapsed?
I mean, do these people really think like AJ is the only person at heavyweight who can knock out Ngannou? Like, really? Like, do several other heavyweights could do that to him?
Yeah.
I pick a Fabio Wardley to knock him out. I pick Fabio Wardley to knock him out, Ngannou, if he got in the ring with Ngannou.
Listen, Andre Ward said that he can beat AJ.
I believe him. I think he's got a great chance,
Andre Ward.
Oh, absolutely.
Not Ngannou, AJ. Andre Ward said he can beat Anthony Joshua, not Ngannou.
No, I think he can. I think he's got a great chance.
I know, he's just being facetious now. Yeah. I don't know where Andre Ward is coming with that shit. Andre Ward said he can beat people. Who did he say? It was AJ. Who else? Oh yeah, and then Nate Diaz has come out saying that he can beat AJ, Wilder, and Fury.
I like his chances. I like his chances too.
Oh God!
Chad, I was about to say, you really believe me, huh?
Yeah.
I feel sorry for you, Prime. Your allegiance, these humans. The trouble with loyalty to a cause is that the cause will always betray you.
We ain't got time for these motherfuckers.
No, they come at look. I mean, the MMA guys over there with Dana White, they be starving, so they trying to come over here and eat. They see that. I'm trying to tell you. Look at Conor McGregor after that Mayweather money. He's just pretty much. He kind of came back later, but shit, he set him up for life. So you got to understand that in MMA, these dudes are talking about trying to get a knockout of the night so they can get like a $20,000 bonus because they're only getting like $150 a night in the main. It's ridiculous how low the money they get, bro. I mean, Don Jones set out basically 3 years because they don't pay him nothing.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's like they come over here and they say Ngannou, like, wait, he had 2 fights and the second fight he made 20 mil, bro. Let me get 7, let me get 8. I'm in there because that's more than they made if they had their career 2 times. That's how crazy the money is in boxing compared to MMA.
I mean, literally all MMA fighters who try to transition to boxing, like, okay, so let me count. So you got Conor McGregor, Nate Diaz, Ben Askren, Tyron Woodley, and now Francis Ngannou. They all lost. But look how much money they probably got.
Remember that name? Y'all must have forgot. Y'all must have forgot.
their memory of what just happened on Fridays lift the booties in, because y'all must have forgot. If you think that you are going to be anything different than Francis Ngannou being put in a recovery position and having 5 minutes worth of oxygen before you get the clap of everyone excited that you actually are still alive. Stop it. These people are, I don't know, is it worth losing your life for the money? Maybe I don't know. Maybe they think it is, because that's what potentially could happen.
Yeah, that's exactly what potentially could happen.
Andre Ward, he's saying he can go up to heavyweight and he'd beat AJ. He'd be stopped in 4 rounds. Even though you're Olympian, now just because you're Olympian, stop it, Andre Ward. Listen,
I'm not saying he gets stopped in 1, not 4. It'd take 1.
I give him the additional rounds just because of his Olympic background and that he can move a bit. That's why I'd give him 4. But it would end up just like how Ngannou did. I just can't believe he just says this types of stupid stuff. Like, it's just pathetic, to be honest. But hey ho to old Wardy. Is someone dropped off? Somebody missing? No.
No, everybody's here. Gang's all here.
I thought they were singing.
Well, Ratcliffe was earlier, but he left.
Oh, no. Yeah. So Andre Wood staying that. I was just like, that's crazy. But hey ho, and then Nate Diaz coming out saying what he came out to say. Remember he fought Jake Paul.
Why don't you target him for a rematch? How about that?
Oh, God, there's different things.
Jake Paul circus is going on to some old new bullshit. Like I think the only thing, like, they came in the one fight that they've had recently where MMA you guys came and take fucking pride in that, man. That was disrespectful doing Holyfield like that. Fuck you. So that guy hasn't fought since then. That's how disrespectful that shit is. So like, you guys keep coming over time. It's like because in their mind they want to act like boxing ain't real fighting. And then they talk about, look how hard I hit, and now you're gonna put some gloves. Yeah, bro. The reason the gloves is on there not because it's softening the punches, is because they hit so hard they want them not to break their hands. So get the hell out of here talking about them little gloves. If a boxer wore them little gloves, they could kill one of y'all.
Their hands would kill you. Their hands would turn into dust because it's supposed to protect the hands. Let's stop it. Yeah,
imagine if this one match. Let's have it one match where we take a boxer, they wear MMM gloves, and let's see what happens to the dude. It's gonna be an ambulance in the ring, because the MMA dude's gonna get knocked smooth the fuck out. So it's stupid. It's a bad comparison. They just act like, okay, yeah, you guys are right. If it's a street fight and you guys are wrestling dudes down the ground, that's different. But that's not where boxers ain't coming over there saying that shit. Y'all coming to this sport saying that shit and getting slept. You guys getting slept by a dude that a few years ago was a novice. And now Jake Paul's actually been a legitimate fighter, but you seen what happened when he went through a boxer who is just not even any good.
Good. Tommy Fury beat you and dropped you. Did Tommy Fury drop him?
No. Jake dropped Tommy.
He dropped Tommy Fury. Yeah. God. Yeah. I know.
A guy that fought somebody who was like 1-81 beat you.
Yeah.
So we don't want to hear it, bro.
No, not 1-81. 100.
Yeah, 100.
Yeah. Fatalities, man.
Fatality.
That's what would happen with them MMA fighters coming more over. Lots more fatalities. 101 losses, I know. I saw one yesterday as well. I can't remember whose box rate I was looking at, and it had. Do you remember that one, AJ, when we was looking at?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I think this guy had like over 200 losses or something.
We was doing because we got to continue to do the last final part of Joshua Wilder. We gave them their fight date, so we put Wilder's fight with Parker on, and now we got Joshua's fight with Ngannou on, and we did the part 2, and there was a guy that had fought. We do best win and best win.
Yeah, he had more than 200 losses. I remember.
He had on Wilder's side of the resume, he had over 200 losses.
Oh. God.
I was like, that should be against the law. That fighter shouldn't even be allowed to fight.
No.
200. I didn't even think you could go that high.
Shit, neither did I. I thought 100 was excessive, but
When we saw it, I was like, nah, listen, that guy needs to be banned, but those were the levels that, you know, that working
You go
with.
home at night with that record. Hey, babe, shut up before I knock you out. Your
Yeah,
wife
no.
is big as stop you.
How can you have 200? That is just so dangerous. And you definitely not getting no more than probably by this stage about $200 for a fight.
If not 100. Like,
yeah, it's dangerous. You shouldn't be allowed to be a journeyman of that level. You shouldn't. Nah, that's too dangerous. You'd be getting starched. Yeah, but yeah. So Tommy Fury 101. This geezer do. I saw one yesterday. I can't remember where I saw it. I'd have to look. And it was 180 something as well. That this journeyman had. I was like, and was it on the pro debut of someone? I'll have a look because it was a conversation that I had. I'll have to have a look. It was literally just yesterday or something. I was like, 181 losses. I was like, God. But hey ho, such is life. You know, what can you do? Guys, you are in tune too. And don't you forget it. The weekly wrap up, shiggity, 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 word, shiggity, That's right. So we're actually going to wrap it up because I do keep it to usually 2 hour limit. Sometimes I go 2.5, but I keep it to a 2 hour. I'm actually absolutely tired as well. Actually, I'm really tired actually because I really didn't have a lot of sleep. Had to wake up early and get some stuff done. And you know, an old girl is lagging. I'll be lagging. So yeah, you know, it's 2 hours. Let's see what's happening on over there. Thank you very much. Thank you. There, yeah. I've had a really good show today, and thank you for all of the people that have come out today for the show. Join me in the next couple of days. You know, I'm here.
Yeah, bro, shout out to Spencer for coming on, man. That was a nice surprise.
I'm usually on every Monday. Tuesdays sometimes I do teeter on and off with, but it was because basically my house was nearly falling down in one room. So you know, Shan was. I nearly had no builders in. Listen, yeah. So yeah, I had to sort shit out. For someone that says in the buildings in, there was a part of her buildings in that wasn't faring well. So yeah. It's all good in the hood. Shouts out to Spencer Fearon for coming through like a million. Spenny Rants. Also in a thank, obviously, we'll have Kenny Ken back tomorrow. Ross Clark. We had Leon fight the figures.
Thanks, guys. It was a great show. Thank you.
Yeah, we had King of King boxing. And we had AJ all day. Watch them all fall down. I can relieve you all of duty all at one time. Anybody want any last words? Go ahead.
Good night.
Yeah, good night, everybody.
It's been a great show, Shan. Thank you. You take care.
Shout out to Chad. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to Leon. Shout out to Kelke.
Bye, guys. I shall do my, you know, how I take everything off and de-escalate now. And we slow it all the way down, guys. You can drop off. Go ahead, drop off. Leave me by me little old lonesomes. Go ahead.
Bye.
Bye, AJ Day. So, let me just shout out the members only. Members only roll call. Guys, you can follow me on Instagram at Lady Shan, LadyChann, and also Twitter, that nigga Twitter, She is I and I am her. Same way of spelling. TikTok, Lady Shan official. Come and follow an old girl. Come on, see some pictures. There's some, see me do my stuff. And please, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, please share, please like the video, because I'll be watching you guys watching me and haven't subscribed week after week after week. We've got some great guests coming through as well, so which will be stuck onto the members only. I've been not concentrating on the guests. I've got them all on the back burner. But I just was wanting to, I took a couple of weeks off, for a live show. So it's nice to do some live shows and, build up and just rock with all of you guys. Do you know what I mean? So, got some new music coming soon as well. Beer shot, no shot, Teddy Brock shot. Yeah, well on. That's right. So let's go with the members only. We have Zara K. in the building. Andre in the building. Derek Lincoln in the building. Daniel Agnew in the building. Cookie Me Sir Senior in the building. Expect the unexpected in the building. Donald Banks DB in the building. Gerard in the building. Team Fatty in the building. Thomas June in the building. The Black Caller in the building. MT in the building. Dinero in the building. Mr. Pads in the building. Leon Figures, shouts out to Fight Fan Figures in the building. Don't touch your bum in the building. Modern King Boxing in the building. King Ron the Dan 1983 in the building. Dub Right Side in the building. Stephen T in the building. My sister the Queen Lisa Bales in the building. Nesta Bedford in the building. What up, blood? What up, gangster? Retro boxing and documentaries in the building. Conchaunery in the building. Ricky Ricardo, mi hermano in the building. Harlem's finest, my sister R to the left in the building. D-Style Boxing, mi hermano también in the building. AJLJ in the building. Charlo in the building. King TJ, R.I.P. in the building. Aplaudite primero. Ya tú sabes, en el edificio. And last but not least, Dr. P, Wales's finest. That's right, we in the Mohawk do jizzing. So guys, we're here. I deal with stats, facts, and data. I'm here to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth, so help me.
Colonel Jessup, did you order the code red?
You don't have to answer that question.
I'll answer the question. You want answers? I think I'm entitled. You want answers? I want the truth! You can't handle the truth!
Knowledge is what?
Knowledge is key.
Say it for Guan, say it for Guan. Yeah, man.
So if it Guan, not bad to say nothing because nothing not a Guan. Lock off your eyes, cock me, make you cock.
Them not like we not like them. Talk to them, Floridan.
Them not like me, some not like them. Man, I figure set this straight and clarify. Put fire upon a pagan, aim for the cranium. Turn off the news, there's a bag of lies. Roast raised man, wanna inform up, bun Babylon and every one of them dirty guys. And if they wanna go around the order, I guarantee somebody's floppy fly.
Everybody can have opinions, but facts, stats, and data does trump opinions.
I have opinions just like anyone else. You got opinions. But unlike what you're doing is I bring facts, data, statistics, things you can go look up yourself.
That's right. Shouts out to AJ all day. AJ, let's go.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
He's a hell of a fighter. He's a 5-star fighter. That's right. He is a hell of a fighter.
McGregor did lose. He lost on the ground. He didn't lose standing up. So he's a hell of a fighter, and he's a very, very tough competitor.
That's right. We ain't going to have anything less being said. Otherwise, get the fuck out of here, man. It's my night. That's right. And everybody that wants to trash talk with all of these fucking conspiracies where do we throw them? We got, where's the trash? We put them in the trash, Shan. put them in the rubbish, innit? Let's find the rubbish bin for them. Where's our rubbish bin gone? I don't know where our rubbish bin's gone, guys. We're trying to throw them away. They're trying to evade the bin. They take a crest left corner, and we still get them, and they're thrown in the trash. Conspiracy theories. We don't want it. Anyway, entonces, recuerda, mi gente del mundo, mi gente del boxeo. Estoy lista para ti, para todos, siempre. Ya tú sabes. That's right.
Listos para los chingazos. Listos para los chingazos.
Shouts out. You gotta try it, Caleb. You gotta try. Yeah, anyway, I am the female Svengali. I am that bitch, always been that bitch, always will be that bitch. I got the job, signed up for the application, and you're stuck with me, unfortunately. Yeah.
It's hype, you suck at life, you don't want a round three. Worship the queen and your mic to pass. Keep it real, these chicks couldn't wipe my anyway, style, let's go get Bulgari. I am the ultimate Bengali. These chickens can't even spell that. You hoes bugging, repel that.
We are always in the what? In the booties.
In the building. In the building.
Autobots, assemble. If only Errol Spence Jr. had that car. If Errol Spence Jr. had that car, he would have fared a lot better in life. Good old Bumblebee. His life. This is the weekly wrap-up show. And Shan has to go. Anyway, I'm gone. Hey girl, it's Leah the Shan rep nonetheless. Come box with Shan. Gyan. Maybe I'll have a guest for you in the week. Let's see. I'll maybe do something nice and bring a guest on. Get a guest on. Who shall we get? Shall we get Regis Prograis' trainer? Shall we get a fighter? Shall we get... there's a few people. We are supposed to have Julian Chua as well. We could have him. Let's see if we can bring him over to the fold. Shouts out to everybody that comes and rocks with little old me. We've had the greatest guests such as Roy Jones Jr., Kenny Bayliss, Hasim Rahman, Shane Mosley, Jack Reese. We've even had Fabio Wardley, Team Dillian White, Hannah Rankin, Natasha Jonas, and the list goes on. And we would love more and more people to come over. And I reach out and they say yes, and they come through like the motherfucking woo. So I am flattered and I'm honoured. Anyway, guys, I shall see you in the next couple. Please follow me on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, and I shall be there. Anyway, I'm gone. Hey girl, it's Leah the Shan rep nonetheless. Come box with Shan. Gyan Ra. Wow, man. There was a few of us today. In the booties in. Gyan. Thanks for rocking with me.
Leah the Shan.
Fight.